The top 3 biggest YouTubers riddled with controversy came together to launch Lunchly. It's a supreme grab-and-go lunch for kids that directly competes with Lunchables. They're not trying to compete with Lunchables. Right out of the gate, they're trying to curb stomp Lunchables with the utmost disrespect.
Not biased at all, but ours is way better.
Put some respect on my name.
When a scammer, a psychopath, and a crybaby come together to do a collaboration, you could probably guess what's gonna happen.
The bread was so dry.
Ever since its release, the trio has gotten so much for this lunch. As critics say, it's not a healthy alternative to actual food. It's pretty much shilling processed foods to its young audience, and it's essentially just a money grab. Now, I'm not here to just jump on the hype and continue to beat a dead horse. From an unbiased opinion, is Lunchly as bad as what everyone's claiming it to be? About 3 weeks ago, 3 of the richest creators came together to create a food product destined to disrupt the food industry as we know it. On one of KSI's channel, they posted an official announcement.
Yo, can you hear me? Jimmy, we can hear you. Logan, you're lagging.
What the f is up with that video quality? Where are they? The Gulag? Their Wi-Fi router must be like a toaster oven because what the hell is going on? Recording on 50p and with Logan Paul earning an estimated 82 million, KSI for 24, and Logan for 34, you'd think they have a whole professional crew for something big like this. For some reason, they chose to live stream this Lunchly announcement, and they pretty much got this dumpster fire. No lie, this is probably the worst video quality I've ever seen. This reminds me of playing RuneScape back in the day on my parents' blocky old computers. Like, sometimes you have to wait a whole 10 seconds just for the next frame. At some point in this video, they brought out this child to hype up their product. I have no idea who it is, but
who the f is that guy?
It looks like the baby version of John Cena if John Cena ate way too much Gerber baby food. The live stream dragged on for way too long, and you would have thought they were announcing like some grand product like the iPhone.
It's a Lunchly.
Oh my gosh.
This product we worked so hard to create. Please go try it. It is such a good lunch kit.
Is it though? Is it a good lunch kit for kids? Let's take a look at the ingredients and let's find out. I'm guessing shortly right after the sloppy livestream announcement, they launched their official Lunchly YouTube channel with this video. It looks like they're filming in some sort of industrial kitchen, and for some reason, I'm expecting Chef Ramsay to come out of nowhere and tell them to get the f out of his kitchen.
That's the wrong time. Get out!
Okay, so their 3 meals range from 230 calories to 360 calories. Lunchly's target audience are preteens, 6 to like 13 or something like that. On average, kids need somewhere around 1,400 to 2,000 calories per day. Ladies and gents, is this enough calories for it to be called a lunch for kids? The answer is no. Let's say in some hypothetical scenario, you hate your child and you give him Lunchly for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That'll equal 1,000 calories, clearly not even close to enough calories for a child. They talk about their low-calorie meal like it's a good thing. I feel like they got their target audience mixed up. You're not marketing towards middle-aged women that are watching their figure. You're marketing towards kids that need energy. You know, kids need enough energy to do kid shit. Running around, bouncing off walls, eating boogers, stuff like that. I wonder what's the next evolution of Lunchly. Probably gonna come out with a 10-calorie lunch that's made up of a grain of rice, a leaf of lettuce, and a shot of milk. You're just gonna see videos of kids all around the world just passing out at their lunch table. I will say though, they got Lunchables beat with the sugars, but they just replaced the sugars with chemicals. We'll also see later in this video why replacing sugars in your drink isn't always a good idea.
Only 7 grams of sugar.
If you look at this close up, you can already tell which one has better ingredients.
No, I can't really tell. If anything, I'd probably choose the one that actually looks closer to real meat, the one in the back there.
All right, we'll start off with the Lunchables.
Bro, I'm sorry, that's trash.
That reaction is such a reach, and why does the back of Mr. Beast's head look like Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy? See, this is part of the reason why they faced a lot of backlash with this product that they're launching. You know, it's one thing to come out and compete with another well-known brand, but it's another thing to start bashing their name, especially a product that a lot of us grew up eating. It's just not a good look. You may not like Lunchables, but I know it's not that bad to cause that reaction. This whole video just comes off as fake and trying too hard. Instead of coming out with a product and immediately bashing their competition, they could have just partnered with Lunchables, which is owned by Heinz Kraft. They already have an infrastructure for selling to the mass market. All they had to do was plug in their mid-chocolate bar and drink and let it sell. So now we know the nutrition facts about Lunchly. Let's see what people have to say about the taste.
I was basically raised on Lunchables, so that's what I'll be comparing this to. Here's the pizza. It feels a lot drier than Lunchables typically does.
I
And it
bet.
comes with a milk crunch bar. There's no perforation on this to open it. That's weird. All right, let's assemble our pizza. cheese. The pepperoni actually looks less processed than Lunchables does. 2, 3
Out of all three of these, that's probably the sketchiest one.
to my pizza. Let's give it a try. The bread is so dry. It just tastes like cardboard. I wanted to give this a chance, but this bread is just ruining it for me. I will say the sauce is pretty good.
That's a
cheese
lie.
is fine, and the pepperoni
No way in hell.
was also good. But the bread, which I think is very important, is not good and just ruins it. Now to try the milk crunch from Mr. Beast. Not great, not bad. Now we're gonna do the cheese and crackers. Turkey, here it is. Let's give it a try. It's not bad, but I think I'm just comparing this to Lunchables, and I just feel like Lunchables is a lot better. Okay, let's try the ice pop. This one tastes like a lot of chemicals.
Do you guys remember back in chemistry class where you're learning about bases and acids? It's what the Prime bottle reminds me of. They're practically telling you from the jump what you're going to be in for. It's all chemicals.
I'm just really, really surprised by how people go crazy over this. I don't know. I just don't get it. The last one, let's do the nachos. Maybe this one will be better. Let's try the cheese first. The cheese is really good. This is probably my favorite one so far. And the nacho chips are actually really crunchy. Try the drink. So 5 calories. Has a really strong banana smell. These are just way too artificial tasting for me.
This content creator is not the only one that thinks that Lunchly is kind of mid. A lot of people are saying that. For a moment, I want to talk a little bit more about that Prime drink. Logan Paul's always boasting about how it has a shit ton of electrolytes and 0 sugar. But would a doctor recommend it?
Parent came into my doctor's office, I would not recommend that their child drink this for lunch. We shouldn't have to rely on external supplementation of electrolytes beyond our food for just normal daily healthy function. And that's part of my initial argument here. You don't need to drink electrolyte drinks just as part of daily life.
See, that's the thing that gets me tight about these energy and recovery drinks. A lot of times, the people that are drinking them just don't need it. I shake my head every time I go grocery shopping and I see someone's cart half full of Gatorade. Like, buddy, I know you're not working out like that. Unless you're working out and you sweat a shit ton like that, you don't need Gatorade. It also turns out that Prime sucks as a recovery drink.
Inside of the bottle, there are 834 milligrams of electrolytes. But what does that mean? It's primarily potassium. It's, if you look at here, 700 milligrams of potassium, 124 milligrams of magnesium, and only 10 milligrams of sodium. If we compare to, the granddaddy of them all, electrolyte drinks here, Gatorade, which again, I'm not saying Gatorade is any better in these circumstances. The one improvement that I think with Gatorade is that it has more sodium, 270 milligrams of sodium compared to 10 with Prime. Now,
as if things aren't bad enough, it turns out that the low sugar that Logan always boasts about isn't necessarily a good thing for a recovery drink.
Now, Gatorade also has sugar, but sugar is important when it comes to hydration because our body cells actually uptake more water and these electrolytes whenever sugar is along for the ride with this co-transport. So you actually want some sugar in your beverage when you're trying to aggressively rehydrate. So just because Gatorade has sugar doesn't mean that Gatorade is bad.
Amid the backlash, a well-known Minecraft creator named DanTDM came for the necks of the Lunchly campaign. I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better. And let me tell you, this one tweet twisted Lunchly's panties. Beastie Boy responded with a pretty professional tweet. KSI and Logan Paul's response was the exact opposite. Logan responded by saying that YouTubers are now wanting to expand their brand and there's nothing wrong with making money. And once again, Lunchables continue to catch stray bullets for some reason, as he says that they contain lead in their food. And shortly after that, he got cooked by Community Notes, citing that his product also contained lead. They've also been sued by the Olympics for putting trademarked phrases on their bottles. You can't write a better influencer comedy movie than this one. After Logan Paul got repeatedly cooked online, KSI finally made a video defending Prime. And let me tell you, he did a pretty job at it. Half the time he was just yapping away at random tweets that people would put under his comments, and the other half was just him laughing about nothing. Instead of defending Prime with actual facts, KSI just made a video responding to racist tweets online about his videos and just doing an evil laughter. I feel like when you get to a certain level of success like KSI or Logan Paul or Mr. Beast, you enter this echo chamber where everyone around you make you feel like you're hot Everything you say is so funny when it's really not. So it just comes off like you're just laughing at nothing. But there is a portion of this video where it's worthy of a good laugh. Do I feel like these three should be partnering up for anything? Absolutely not. Everyone knows that Logan Paul has a past, including his brother, and now Mr. Beast recently came out with a whole bunch of allegations against him. So I guess it makes sense that the three of them are working together. KSI also has a sketchy past too. I think it's okay to sell stuff for the sake of selling stuff, as long as that thing that you're advertising is honest in the value that it provides to whoever's buying it. For example, some YouTubers sell candy. Obviously, candy is not healthy for you, but no one advertises it as a healthy food. This may be an unpopular opinion, but I think it's a good thing that YouTubers are selling stuff online because they're going to be held to a higher standard. There's more accountability when your face is on a brand. When your face is directly connected to a brand and you face any sort of negativity from your followers or people that are buying your product, you're going to have to improve your product fast, unlike these large corporations like Google, Facebook, or for example, Gerber baby food. That shit has a lot of lead in it. Someone might want to tell John Cena to slow down on that. Anyway, hope you guys liked the video. I'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe. Profit out.